to another episode of
Wing Talk.
Hey y'all, what go down?
Wing Talk. All right, so how was y'all's week?
Yeah, it was great.
Glorious. The week was wonderful. Week was glorious. I can't complain.
Well, that's good. I am on the upper side of recovery because I broke my ass last week at a skating rink at a child's birthday party.
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Wow.
Fell all 200 pounds on my tailbone.
Oh, wow. Well, what were you doing? Were you like skating normally, or were you doing a trick? You know, what were you doing?
I was trying to learn how to skate backwards.
Oh, you were trying to learn how to skate back.
Somebody said you gotta propel your body back, so I took that as like a body roll.
Oh, so
But
you
when
went
my legs rolled, them skates rolled right on up from under my ass.
Who told you that?
I don't even remember. Brittany Mickey.
Oh,
But she didn't tell me to body roll. She told me to propel myself. And so naturally, for me, that means body roll yourself back.
Oh,
But
wow.
apparently not. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, hey y'all, we got some wings today. We are reviewing some wings from, what's the place we're reviewing?
Oh, these are from Flavor Wings in Houston, Texas.
Flavor Wings. Shout out to Flavor Wings.
We have 2 flavors from Flavor. You know, they have some pretty good looking flavors. Tonight, though, we're trying the garlicky,
Parmesan.
garlic-licious, something like that. And this new spicy peach. So this is a new flavor. I'm assuming if people like it, they'll keep it.
Spicy
Which
peach.
is which?
The
This is
dry,
spicy peach, right?
regular looking one is the garlic.
Okay. Just want to be clear.
And then the glazed one is the spicy peach. All right, so let's start with the unknown, which would be,
Really?
because we know garlic not gonna fail unless you really
Okay, let's try
unless
that.
you really fucking up. Garlic shouldn't fail.
All right. Well, we'll do.
So
the
should we
spicy
try
peach.
garlic first since we know garlic not gonna fail?
No, let's
we'll
try
do the
the
spicy peach.
Okay.
Let's try the
That is on your
spicy
heart.
peach.
Here we go.
And maybe I don't want the garlic influence in it, so you're right. Without the sauce first.
Yo, I'm so surprised that I like that.
This is good.
It's good, but I might get them real peachy.
Give it some time. I'm so
taste the
surprised.
sweet, but I don't know if the sweet tastes peach.
I taste the heat.
Wow.
Or I feel the heat.
Okay, these for me, these are high. These are. Hold on, let me take another bite. It's comparable to like an Asian like gochujang, whatever. I'm gonna give this. Ooh,
Good
I
though.
might have to give this like an 8.7.
These are good. I like them.
I'll give them a 9. I'll go 9.
A 9.
You got one? What you give them?
I'm leaning towards an 8. Only because I feel like I'm not tasting enough peach. But the heat and the flavor, like the seasoning is there. And
Okay, flavor.
yeah, the seasoning
Bring
is
in
there.
the
The heat,
flavor.
I like that. I wish it was fried just a little bit harder.
Really?
But, yeah.
Mine was crispy.
But other than that, it's pretty good.
Flavor. I'm gonna give your peach. What's it called? Peach heat? Peach spice?
Spicy peach.
Spicy peach. I'm gonna give your spicy peach a 10 out of 10. It
Oh.
is absolutely wonderful. I taste the sweet, I taste the heat. I can't say I'm identifying peach necessarily, but I think it's good. It's a good consistency of both the flavors. It's fried pretty well. It's seasoned pretty good. And, it's to me, it's a
Seasoned
10
good.
out of 10. I recommend it.
Oh, that was a good start. Okay. Now let's move on to the garlic goodness.
Clear my
Okay.
palate.
Garlic something. Now this should just be hands down just a straight up good wing. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. This is good. It's good. It might be missing something, but it's a solid wing. And I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm hungry too. Like I don't know if that got something to do with it.
That wing look good. I'm gonna give it a 7.7. I think it'd be just a tiny bit crunchier. The seasoning is definitely there. Maybe just a little hint more garlic, but it's good though.
Yeah,
It's really good.
I'll give you an 8 on that one. This one, I think it was fried really well. The meat is really, not too tender, but not too tough. It's a good, whatever that's called.
Tender nigga.
It's a good mixture.
Yeah. I also feel like I wanted something more, and I don't really know what more I wanted.
right.
But I will say I felt like I wanted something more. So flavor, this is good, but I want you to do something a little bit more with this garlic wing. I don't know what, but it's good. I feel like it has the real potential to be a 10. If we could just figure out what more.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's something.
Shout
Good
out.
though.
But shout out to Flavor Wings. If you're ever in Houston, Texas, please go and visit them because the wings are flavorful.
They up there on our list. My list of stuff we've tried.
All right, so
Good
let's
job,
move
Flavor.
on to some real life things going on. So how do you guys feel about the redistricting that's going on in the state of Texas that we reside in?
For the viewers, if you don't know what redistricting is, it's, or gerrymandering, actually, is the proper word. It came from actually was it a governor? In 1817 something. Anyway, his name was Jerry. Anyway, and he did the same thing. He
was Mandarin.
just redrawing the lines, and so that way that people can pick up more seats. Basically, it's cheating.
That's suspicious.
So the state of
Explain
Texas,
What you mean? What do you mean, just very briefly, when you say pick up more seats?
pick up more seats in the House.
Because what does redlining?
Yeah, because what that does is kind of put certain people out of certain seats. When you do that, when you reline things,
Because you put them in different districts.
you put them in different districts, and so let's just say 40% of it was Republicans and 60% was blue for Democrats. And whatever place, they would draw lines to ensure that they pick up more seats for their agendas and for, all the voting that they want to do. So that's basically what that is. They redistrict because we all know that Texas is a red state, but the major cities are pretty blue. If you live in Houston, it's kind of blue. You live in Dallas, kind of blue. I think Austin's a little purple, not really blue, not really red. But so what they do is to ensure that they can pick up more seats, that they can, get the things passed that they want to pass. So they go ahead and redraw lines.
That's weird.
Oh, so
That's all.
what you're saying is basically it's the age-old story of how these people have to cheat and have cheated their way to even hold these positions and continue to cheat
Right.
the citizens that they're supposed to serve and protect, cheat them on a daily basis. But here they're just taking it to cheating with the vote.
Yes.
Right. So
Oh, what a
especially
fucking surprise
especially
there.
with Mr. Trump in office, it's kind of a demand right now for him to go for Texas to go ahead and redistrict those lines, redistrict everything, counties, cities, whatever you want to call it.
Because that whack ass fucking governor want to keep his ass. Let me tell y'all something.
And it's to also keep the governor where he's at.
Hold the line. Hold the motherfucking line. They're gonna cheat and scrap. They're gonna find every fucking dirty ass way. Hold the fucking line. And sometimes what that means is just fucking survive. Sometimes what that means is finding peace in this fucking crazy ass circus of a country that we have. Sometimes that just means maybe like detaching yourself a little bit from it, right? In a certain sense, right? But also hold the line means we have to be active. We have to be active participants in like keeping our freedom. So we're gonna have to figure out, and I mean us, we, especially us millennials, we gonna have to figure out how to balance this shit, because there's gonna be a time where we have to really like step up to change some shit. Right now, I feel like this red line of the gerrymandering isn't a new thing in the playbook.
That's just Texas for you. It's kind of like, what can you do about it? But then, of course, you can go to hearings and town hall meetings and all kinds of things, and they just hold those things to show face because they don't really give a damn about what we're talking about.
And that's kind of why I say, you got to find balance, right? Because we know it's a show. It's a put on. It's a performance. They've already gotten to the point where they are so emboldened, and not to mention that all their brains are mush, right? Because of like the food and just like the environment, right? So they're not even really... majority of them are not even really like smart individuals. And so what do those people do? They grasp for anything, right? So I think right now, right, like everything is cool, but there is going to come a time when we do have to push the line. But right now they're doing what they always do, right?
I mean, I think, again, it is a game that they're playing, and, they're not necessarily playing within the lines. And I think that it has to be observed and it has to be combated. And I think that when you're fighting an opponent that is playing against the lines, you kind of have to play within those lines to yourself a little bit, legally, of course. But it's interesting. It's all just very, very interesting, because that people say that the votes don't matter and this don't matter and that don't matter, but they're doing a lot to try to make sure that they can keep certain votes and have certain votes and this, that, and the third. So all we can do as people is get involved. I do know here, locally where we are, State Representative Jolanda Jones is having hearings, and she's doing things, and she's organizing, and she's doing things. You can always look her up for things that she's involved in as it relates to this. And your state local representatives, and you get involved with your neighbors and the people in your district. You have to figure out what's going on, because at the end of the day, what the ultimate tip is to divide the votes and to make it so that the numbers are so unbalanced that whatever you may vote doesn't matter. And that's what we have to push back against.
Anyway, we're about to move on to the next topic. So have y'all seen in celebrity news, I don't know if you guys know who Kevin Gates is and Brittany Renner. Anyway, they had a very short-lived marriage. And Brittany Renner, before they got married, was claiming for, I want to say, at least a year or so, that she had converted to Islam, to being Muslim. And she was wearing all the regalia. And, of course, a lot of people were like, oh, girl, it's a facade.
What made you choose Islam? I didn't. I am a human with very limited power and awareness. But I have learned that God selects who he wills for his mercy. So let's start there, for those of you who don't think I'm qualified, okay? A lot of you claim to know my life story, why I do what I do. Well, then you would know that for quite a while I've been suffering. When did you notice that my smile began to look like a strain? And when you noticed, did you reach out? Okay. I've been in search of the truth my whole life, looking for some sort of guidance in the stars, astrology, numerology. But the truth is, the only guidance is God's guidance. And when you don't live for God, you live for others. My life has been a reflection of that. I have profited off my body, beauty, antics, often drunken, giving myself to the world, hoping for something back, wondering why I'm feeling empty, comfortable in my misery because I have known no other way. Mountains were moved in my life. We as humans would call them miracles, but to God, God wills and it is. It's not a miracle, it's another day at the office. At that point, how could I deny the truth? Because when those mountains started being moved, it was only because of prayer and acknowledging our Creator. That was the only difference. Islam is the only religion I've been drawn to. And when I got the call, it was time, I took my Shahada August 5th, haven't looked back. All I know is utter devotion. So to put the hijab on, to change, it's nothing. Done. Allah has been answering my questions along the way. He called me to this faith for a reason. And I will not question it. You know when people say it would take an act of God? Okay, well, here you have it. And for those of you who are confused, I'm not surprised. Because most of you are double-minded. A man who is double-minded is unstable in all his ways. For once in my life, doing this for me, to be right in the eyes of Allah, to die in full submission to Allah when it's time, is my only goal. In whatever stage Allah calls me to, I would be much obliged to take the well of wisdom that I have acquired with me and to do what I've been called to do. Because I have been gifted this platform for a reason and I'm not going anywhere. Okay?
And then she got with Kevin Gates. They, were doing all their things. Whatever that was, it didn't seem real to me. But anyway, they have now since separated their relationship, and she also has basically dropped being Muslim. And a lot of people are very upset with her because it seems as if she has played with their religion and their beliefs. And so, what do y'all think about people just saying, you know what, I don't want to be Muslim no more. I don't want to be Christian anymore. Or I don't want to be whatever anymore. just pick it up and drop it off and, whatever they want to do.
Freedom of religion, right? I mean, technically.
Hey, that's a fair point.
Technically, freedom of religion. Is it fucked up? Yes, it's fucked up. It's lame. But, I mean...
I feel the same way. I feel like it's really messed up that she did all that. I don't know if she did that because she was trying to get right or whatever she was claiming. But then it's like...
Okay, so what has she said since
somebody had asked her, like, are you still practicing and believing? And she just said no.
Well, here, I do want to say for the record, you said they were married. Is that alleged or is that true?
They were married. Apparently.
Allegedly. Everything's allegedly that we say on this show.
Allegedly for this show purposes, because we don't know for sure if they were married, because I was also hearing other stuff. So, but anywho, I think, again, freedom of religion. I also think that she was actually following the lead of the man, which is part of what that religion kind of says to do. He was the gateway as far as her, finding that religion.
No, she had kind of started.
Well, okay. Well, listen, we're all on a healing journey. Mm-hmm. We're all on our own journey, and I think that we can't judge whether she got in a religion to be closer to him or not. She still learned lessons during that time, I'm sure, and perhaps maybe it was a different type of attachment, and when she lost that relationship, she had to detach. You just never know what people's thought process is and what space they can be in after such a heartbreaking relationship.
They were married for 50 days.
That was a long time.
Child. Anyway, so I think that let's just play devil's advocate and say that she was doing it for clout, right? I think that just brings us back to the point of this fucking country and our society and morality and how it has changed. Because I think however many years ago people would be like, oh my God, I can't believe. But this day and age, people don't give a fuck, honestly. They're going to be like, oh, she did that. Oh, some people might be like, I would have did it too. It's just one of them things you gotta be like, oh, all right.
Freedom of religion. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to our unpopular opinion. So my unpopular opinion this week is that I think that, if you commit a certain level of a crime, there's nothing, even mental illness, that should excuse you from consequences. And that's my unpopular opinion for this week.
So if you commit a crime and you are documented to be a crazy person, you should not be excused either. You should be like, they should be like, oh, he crazy. Is that what you're saying? Or is it like the other way around?
I'm saying that I don't think that because you are mentally ill, you get to
commit crimes.
Right.
But you're saying under no circumstance.
No. I'm saying if you commit a certain, let me just rephrase. But if you commit a certain level of crime, you still should be rendered. You should not be able to escape consequences due to mental illness.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Okay, go ahead.
I guess my unpopular opinion, but I think we're all getting to that space. You don't have to desire to move up in the corporate world. You can just want to be able to work, pay your bills, live your life, and then work on other things that you desire to work on. Hobby that could maybe turn into a financial thing for you that will bring money. Because I think millennials grew up, under the baby boomers and who was the people after them? Gen X. And we grew up thinking, work hard. And they keep moving the goalpost. So if you feel like, you know what? I don't want to be bogged down with work, bringing work home with me every other night. I just want to be able to work, pay my bills, do well. Not saying be lazy, but I don't want to climb up the corporate ladder. You don't have to. I know a lot of people probably think.
No. That's a good one. That's a good one. Latavia?
My unpopular opinion.
Just answer the question, okay? Please don't play with me right now.
My unpopular opinion is that pancakes are the superior breakfast bread. Pancakes over waffles. Pancakes over French toast.
Oh, whoa, French toast.
Savannah, slow down.
What else?
Got you.
Biscuits?
Biscuits?
Buttery, sweet breakfast bread.
Pancakes.
Yes.
Gotcha.
All right.
And there's that.
Well,
y'all catch us on the next episode.
Yes, send in your questions to
xwingtalk@gmail.com.
Yes, and don't forget,
like, comment,
subscribe, share,
YouTube.
Holla.
Bye.
See y'all next time.